The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. Time for a change, got a bounce up. The oppressor's about to get crossed up. I'm laying him out, execution style, too late for the apologetic claim. You wrapped in a cloak of blame, my God, it's overdue. Your time is to the end. Locked out silent without sin. You put me on the better for justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled down. With some presses attached in the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger popping like Farrakhan. Backed by the honorable, who sits at the pinnacle. Who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the plentiful sinful. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protective service. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill this. Don't take any type of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand or kneels. Too late when the caps get built. Don't believe the TC type. When hits close to home, you gotta act the bone, but it got the dome. When it's on the zone, all red and my vision through sight. It's gonna be killed whenever I bite from above. I be given the right, so you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight, we gon' win them all, so gon' pass the kite. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure,
this is gonna be a good one.
weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in the ideal sense. I mean in the everyday, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business, you want to be successful, you want to be like Trump, gimme. Push. Step, crush. That's how it all is, and it's like, nobody ever stop.
Hell yeah. I know, I figured it was it. UPS around about took that damn money. All right. I'll try these out. All right. Yeah. Turbo. Jah, what's happening? Who else is in here? It's about the evening. I just want to say goodnight to everybody. I want to share a few things. Because I want to make sure that if y'all didn't take the time to, maybe you might. No, I can't show pyrotechnics. I can't show, I can't sell something even by mouth. But I'm going to show you my weapons belt. That's all right. It's not a firearm. I can't handle or anything like that. So I'm going to show you what could be even a medical belt, depending on what it is you want to do, okay? And I'm going to talk about something, a Supreme Court. I don't even like saying Supreme Court because I feed more energy to it, but I'm going to paint a different picture for you.
Whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart that's our sun, ray, my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we
I've been waiting for a month for this, man.
The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark.
So I showed you this, right? Just for my other tourniquets, just to put on my loadout, just to have extra ones. So if I can reach this one, or this one, let's say I don't have the arms, and somebody runs up, and I say, well, I've got them all over me. Anybody else need one? You know, tie off my arms. You know what I mean? Or tie off my femoral, you know, my artery, my leg, or you know what I'm saying? Stop bleed, jugular, even a way to clamp the artery. At least even if you black out, you still might live, depending on who could sew and who knows, you know. You can never have enough. So I'm just going to show you a few things. Not sponsoring me. I'm still waiting on sponsors. It'll take a little while. I gotta stop cursing. That's just the way it is. So we're gonna deal with that, which is not hard for me. It's just But yeah,
she may restore him the great.
let a few more people come in. Hit the like on the way in. Say hi to everybody. Welcome to the tribe. Anybody new?
Most social media saviors are fake. Marks once we make knowledge born is when time and space rock the great matriarch. Whether it's
I got my fake chewing. I didn't want to put no real one in after what I've heard, you know. Max B, what's going on, baby?
Saviors are fake. Marks once we make knowledge born is when rhyme and bass drop.
What's happening, beloved?
Note to self, quit playing, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn. Take the risk and spaz.
Y'all gonna like this, I think.
With chips in their ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for grips in their cash. Sad shit. Watch videos with thousands of subliminals. Predictive programming weirdo. From menstrual shows, the land's contaminated. Fruits and vegetables, black minerals, the water and skies I fried. New wave chemical technology. Got me here in front of my desktop perusing these beasts and what.
The magazines are empty. There's no ammo in the magazine, so that's like props. I actually have airsoft ones from my airsoft, my real AR airsoft that I'll probably be using unless because they're gonna be pretty. Well, the ones that they're ordering, the ones that they're ordering over at Gunfighter Canyon, they're waiting for the finalization. They're not gonna be getting the $1,400, $1,200, $2,000, and $3,000 ones. Those are. They're gonna be getting ones anywhere between $200 and $600, $700. And if you want to accessorize it, then you can. I don't have one in the picture. I'm not going to put mine because even though it's an airsoft, it looks like the real thing. I have a Stein, which is full. Y'all know the German Stein with the fold out. I had that. I got that right. I bought that on the way here. 10 years ago. And I don't bring it out because I'm not going to bring everything out. I'm just not going to do it. And I have other ones, you know what I mean? I like blowback feature. I like where it looks like, you know. I like the ones where you can charge. And the CO2 bottle ones don't last long, you know what I mean? But so these mag, I put them in here just to show you how it would look loaded out. I looked at all the what you call it. It's not against it. I'm not selling anything, but I want to show you more of the medical side of it, other than, you know, the view. Because if you was to go and order one, there's hundreds of them out there. You have your own choice of how you want to do it. Okay. I'm just gonna show you right off the bat. So my main thing is always the first aid kit. Now you know what this bag is for, right? You can carry extra femoral, like stuff that stop bleeds. I think I have a stop bleed in there. I have a tourniquet in here. This is net, so that way they can see it with a nice little Velcro. And you can also, you see how this is set up? This is what I like about this. And if you were out there, if you were training, I guess you could use it as such. But I keep medical tapes and all kind of stuff in there, finger splints, you name it. And I have a tourniquet in there. Close that back up. Okay, this one you would think is more medical, you know. This right here, I took it out. It's downstairs, but in here, I can carry a little radio as well. But in here, what I had in here earlier was gloves. All surgical gloves, because you never know. And in the front right here, hand wipes, the alcohol wipes. Now every one of my bags that I carry in the medical part, you can never carry enough iodine or alcohol swabs. So I keep at least 10 of them in here, 10 to 20 in here. And then, like I said, over here, like I had stop bleeds and stuff like that. And you can carry 3 to 4 tourniquets in here. That's if you choose, okay? I'm gonna hold it up so that way you can see it. All right, it's got a cinch tight. That's what I call it. Quick drawstring, Velcro. Okay, this right here is you can carry, like I said, tourniquet, medical bag, you know, even surgery tools like forceps and stuff like that, tweezers and all that kind of stuff. Okay, here's the one. If somebody runs up on you, they know right off the bat. First aid kit. Now, in this one, I keep an assortment. As small as it is, you'd be surprised at what you can keep in these. You can always stitch bags up, depending on where you live, what you may expect, what's possible. Even stuff for burn victims. I keep even burn creams in here. Okay? So right off the back, you have Quick Clot, and there's 2 of these in here. Now, I carry about 4, always. And that's not including my medical bags. I keep my, and Ronald will tell you, I keep 2 in my truck, which is full of all kind of goodies. All right, so in that, so I keep 2 quick stops right off the bat. All right. I keep a tourniquet, the very thing when you open it, right on top. And I keep it simple so that way if you got one arm, you got to pull it out, you can get it over, and you know what I'm saying, and you can go and cinch it, and then somebody can tie it or whatever. Now, if this hand's good, you can do it with 1 arm. Pressure, pull, twist, cut the bleeding off. Hopefully, and I'm going to suggest, I don't say it's a fact, but I keep caffeine pills just to keep a stimulant. I'm not saying that shock isn't enough, but some people are very squeamish, and even at the sight of blood will faint. So I'm not suggesting you do either. I'm saying you look into it, convey with your doctors or whoever to find out what works best for you. So that's 1 tourniquet. And then in there, as you can see, I showed y'all this before. I keep rapid tourniquets. A rapid tourniquet is very good. Okay, I keep 1 of these here and 1 in my vest. I keep surgical tools in this bag. Alcohol wipes, swabs, chest seals. I keep a few of these in this little bag. Chest seals, yes. Iodine, alcohol wipes, and everyone. I'm going to show you that one. Okay. Here are some more surgical stuff, forceps, scissors, and stuff like that. All kind of goodies in there. You, like I said, you fix your medical bags, and it's good to have. It doesn't mean that every time you run out the door when something happens, you're going to be able to grab everything. So I keep them in certain places too. I don't just have 1. As you can see, I'm showing you an order that came in. I'm not going to show you every order that comes in because you have to go about your own way, finding what works for you. Okay? And you'd be surprised. I watched this one video where this young teenager was shot, and he was knocked on a person's window and door, and they're watching through the eye cam, and he's laying there. He can't even get up to walk, and he's saying, "Help me." You dial 911, but you see a person that's a victim of a shooting. 7 times out of 10, they're probably coming to finish them off. So you grab your firearm, and if you got somebody with you, you make sure that they are always downrange, making sure no crossfire and all like just for protection, to protect. You don't know if he's innocent or not, but it's a life, okay? And so that's my tactical, my belt, without trying to show you all the mag stuff, okay? All right, so that's that. Now today, what I got, I'm gonna put this back over in the closet. I love my quick release on this one. I have 3 different kinds, so, but this one is really, really nice. American made, veteran owned. So, as I said, this one, I'm waiting for these to arrive, for the tourniquets for this. So what I just opened up was 1 of these, and I'm going to open it right here so that way you can see. Okay. Tourniquet. I don't know if this is mirrored, as it says. These are I just got 2 today. I've received about 6 of these before. I've given away 2 of them as well. I have other kinds too. So you look into the companies, you spend however you want to spend, but I would advise you to invest in some tourniquets. Some people will say, I got bandanas. Do you really know how to use a bandana to stop femoral or artery, like, bleeding? What is that, a fruit fly? What's going on here? Oh, no rotten fruit up, no bananas. Oh, I hope it ain't no nanobot. Anyway, whatever, it wouldn't bother me. One way or the other. So, what I like about this, when you get it, if you don't know how to use it, you didn't take first class, I would advise you, if you have a place where you could take a Red Cross fire department or Red Cross something school. A lot of parents don't know that some schools set up classes in the gym or the auditorium where they do first class training. Most people don't know about it. They don't make it town hall meetings and stuff like that. But I would advise you to go and get trained. So it gives you instructions, okay, not complicated, and if it's too hard for you to read, it gives you step by step, okay, step by step. So we know they're watching like a hawk. We want to get him because they're mentally inept. So Velcro, always Velcro. on these bad boys. That's what I like about it so much. And then you set it up. You're gonna have to unfold it all the way, red tip. And you're gonna feed it through, okay? Because you gotta remember, you want it to be able to go in and run through smoothly, okay? It's that simple. I always put mine to about there. I put a double fold on it, and then I store it, okay? No, I'm gonna put it the other way. And you see the little part which you twist. Once you get it on, you tighten it up. And then it has a little place for you to lock it in. And that's where the Velcro locks over to keep it locked in, right? So we're gonna fold it over this way. Fold it in this way, and then I can store this in a little pouch or something. Now, the tourniquet that goes in here, as you see, that one can fit in here as well. I can slide it. This is, you see that? I can slide it in there and carry it. So just as it is, you don't have to worry about it getting wet and everything with the Velcro and the nylon and everything. I'll show you what it looks like. Velcro was stuck on any and everything. All right, so be mindful and remember that. So you slide it right on in. Your tourniquet's in. You take that, however you're going to carry it, whether it's on, you're going to run this through. It's got a clasp. You take the clasp, slide it through your vest or whatever on the lower part or whatever, however you're going to have it in the upper part. Fasten it in, and you can fasten it the long way just to make sure it's very secure. So you always have a tourniquet right there or radio, depending on how you want to set yours up. Okay? This is not going in there, but we're going to leave it in there for the time being. So I ordered 3 of those, and one of them was messed up. This is the other one. I'll deal with these tomorrow and put them in their proper place. All right? I'm reading the Apocrypha, because you know I like to read. My apologies for not coming on reading tonight, but I was out for a minute washing big quilts and stuff from the winter. And sometimes when y'all see me sitting here in my bed, it looks like he got the same blanket up there. I got like 3 of them. Like, I'll change out like after 4 or 5 days. I don't wear no bed bugs on. I'm not all nasty like that. And I'll just be like, I like the black one, so I'll put the same setup on. So, and, you know, when you go to Walmart or you order online, and you know, you get a deal for like $25 or something that's pretty decent. I usually spend $75 and get 3 of them. I'm just saying. Okay. So this one is this one right here, as you can see, is here. This is Vism. All right. This is Vism. All right, performance gear. So, all right. So if you don't know how to look something up, there you go. There's one for you. Okay. Sometimes you get stuff and it'll be a little faulty. Clasp may break off the end, or you know, the male end might come off when you pull the female to remove the female off the male end. And sometimes they'll pull both right off. And if you don't know how to reset it, tink 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 with the right tools, you call and you have them give you a resend and or return, and you return it and credit you and go to another company, or have them send you a better one. Okay. Now, what I want to speak on, just because you see the thumbnail, we all know as doctors people, those of us who are in doctors, we know that our history better than the majority of everybody, 90% of Americans. Well, I can't say that because we're quite a few numbered. I would say at least better than 70% of so-called Americans. We know our history better than most. Most people are very aware that the government has been hijacked. The funny part is the Supreme Court. They play a role in misleading the people as well. Why do I say that? Well, they take their time with very important issues that determine the direction of this government. They had a say in President Kennedy's assassination, and yet they played along too, out of fear or pockets being filled. And now they want everybody with the crayon color pushing thing to believe that Clarence Thomas, the melanated person, the black person, is the key to winning everything. So that means that the rest of everybody else is bought and paid for, or Zionists, or supporters of the fraudulent history. When 80 to 90% of Americans don't want none of these wars going on. So what is really going on? Well, right now the thing is up there with this goofy ATF and everybody else to still take your firearms, yet they are acclimating to foreigners. I guess you heard the speech by, or the statement by this so-called their president, Biden, about newcomers. That's what they want. Okay. What could be distressing for most is that you have battle-weary individuals who have been grafted and groomed in with the purpose to create harm, and you have people in costume because of the dynamics of what's been going on since they utilized George Floyd and a number of other things, Khmer Rice. I see it in police officers who are ex-police officers attempting to sound as if they're normal, pale skin especially. We're not going to have to get into the self-hating Negroes. It doesn't matter what diaspora, where they're from. They're included. You see how it's playing out. It's grafted and scripted. So, if anything they go for it goes against the Constitution, and then it means it's complete tyranny. The issue at hand is how deep is it bedded? What part does it play against you? Should you get all up in your arms? Will they come knocking on your door? How should you respond? Well, first of all, you're not some young little guys running around there in a gang, which they're monitoring 24/7, and they know when they're home and when they're alone. They know if they have a trap house and this, that, and other. They know exactly what numbers are required or needed to take it down. Why do you think they have had red flag laws and all this other stuff? Why do you think there's certain politicians, if you want to call them that, who are pushing the agenda, or who solidify themselves with it? Fear is a major factor, even if it's a small number controlling. I told you, you give me, like Joey says, you give me 3 guys, I'll take over a country. People don't understand how the inner workings work. And yes, fiat is a requirement, gold, silver, or whatever, are promises, whether false or true. Wait until you see the ruling. And even then, with all the rulings, they still continue, and yet they're being permitted to. This is the fallacy of the laws they keep writing, which have nothing to do with you, yet you partake in. The agenda is in full swing. You see the big thing they had with the Palestine, all the people from Palestine in New York. How many did they arrest? Like 200 or something? Well, imagine if New York had gun rights, which they actually do, but because most people in New York are pretty damn ignorant, and you've got a bunch of attorneys, because I sit and party with a lot of them, who don't give a flying hoot because their pockets are pretty fat. And most people in costume are first generation citizens now. You have, not all, but you have certain so-called Africans talking about they don't want you. Our people actually make up anywhere between 30 to 40% of the country over there on that entire so-called West Coast. It's just that most of them don't know it. And the ones that do, you think they're going to say something? There's always a false debt of security. A false debt of security. Yes, a false security is like a debt. You know what I mean? Some fictional subservient level of, I'm going to stay egregious in agreement with whatever's going on. And what's disturbing is the ignorance that is played by it because of a handful of little knuckleheads running around, some of your nephews and cousins and stuff like that, and nieces. They believe that makes up all the melanated people here in America. No, when there are Africans here who embrace and love us, and we embrace and love them. If we want to use the narrative African, I really don't like that narrative, just like I don't like the word Negro, black, and all that other nonsense. Yet, this Supreme Court knows exactly what it's supposed to do, and it has yet to do what it's supposed to do. Now, what's going to happen is it's going to probably do everything to go against everything you think you know or believe in. And these agencies, which are hijacked as well, they are not meant to be utilized. As I was reading, and you heard me, in William Cooper's, you can just read the Constitution, they're not supposed to be doing at all. But because they keep having all these Sandy Hooks and FBI building and this, that, and more truth is coming out about all that stuff. And they are in a rush because the Zionists need to capitulate everybody, or the final solution. A lot of you say you're ready to fight. I don't think you know how to fight. Because if you knew the importance of it, I wouldn't be sitting on here talking. And those certain groups of individuals who talk on here, that's all they're doing. They don't care about you or their neighbor. They're fearmongers, utter gross neglect, and y'all feed into it. So with that being said, that's all I wanted to share. I hope that you have some things preparatory to take care of those who mean something around you and yourself, and you show them as well how to go about doing it. Because at the last minute, those few seconds can be anybody's so-called physical life. Have no fear. Underdog is not here. Okay. Yo, Mwaza Chikwendo, what's going on, beloved? What's happening? Yes. August, all right. All right, what's going on, baby? Slaughter, what's up, beloved? Well, I'm grateful for those who come in and they chime in and they show gratuity. That means that we have people who are against saying hi and sending out good vibrations. So it is what it is. The funny thing is they have no jurisdiction regardless of what they believe or think in their grooming and conditioning. And what I've stated earlier and before, it stands. Oh, we're reading his face. He means that you can't read nothing here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. And I guess some people don't want to be or exist as long as they think they're going to. Not my problem. I'm going to go ahead and finish my little cayenne lemon and agua. I love that bite. And I'll see y'all in AM. We will read tomorrow morning. Okay? Number love and respect. I appreciate y'all. See y'all in AM.